Hi, everyone. Just hanging out today, and I think today is a good day for some lazy content, so let's just jump right into it. Making some lazy content today. Making some lazy content. It's the only way. Making some lazy content today. I'm making some lazy. What's up, everybody? We're going to talk today about third-party plugins, specifically the Scheps Omni Channel from Waves. It's a relatively new plugin, but I want to start by talking just generally about third-party plugins. Buying a third-party plugin is a lot like ordering a drink at the bar when you're wasted. It's completely unnecessary, but it makes you feel good at the time. Plugins are sort of like Taco Bell items. It's all the same shit. You know, you're going to get a compressor here, an equalizer there, and they all basically sound the same. They all sound the same as the ones that come with Cubase. There is some analog emulation that's maybe slightly different, but not really all that noticeable. So why do we buy plugins? Either we find that the layout eases our workflow, or there's some mojo, or mostly just for the same reasons that we'd buy a drink when we're wasted at the bar at 2 in the morning, when that's the last thing in the world that we need, just because it's fun to buy things. So I recently bought the Scheps Omni Channel on a flash sale, and I said this is going to be some lazy content, and I'm nothing if not a lazy man. So what I'm going to do is sort of open up the Scheps Omni Channel and try to devise a way to make it so that I can play acoustic guitar and sing at the same time and make it sound pretty good. I did this in my last video. I think that the guitar was a little too loud, so I might need to mess with mic positioning a little bit or mess with the actual preset that I developed. So let's jump into Cubase and take a look at this new plugin. Okie dokie. So I'll set the limiter to -2. That's about where I want to be at. And we can see it here just thrashing the signal. Is it thrashing the signal? No, it's not really. And let's start messing around with stuff. I think I might need to grab my guitar. So what I want is a relatively convincing combination of voice and guitar from this position, so that when I'm on Twitch, when I'm twitching, and you see me like so. So I just want to find a good preset for this that'll work with both my guitar. It'll give me consistent levels and all that jazz. So we'll start with the pre-section. We'll turn it on. We'll turn up our saturation, make it heavy. That's maybe a little too much. Even, that sounds good. I always set my pre-filter at around 60 hertz because I don't need anything I don't need my high pass filter or my low pass filter. So that's fine. I don't think I need a gate. It's not too loud in this room. I want to move my EQ in front of my de-esser. I don't know if that's appropriate for a vocal chain, but that's what I like to do. I like to boost at around 100 for my signal, and I like it to be a relatively wide parametric boost. Since I've already filtered at 60, I can boost. So you have, for the low section, you have these types of a shelf with a ridge, a shelf without a ridge, and then you can just go full parametric, which I'd prefer. I'll bring the Q down to about 0.5. I like to take about 100 or so, and then we'll bump up 4 or 5, and you can probably immediately hear the low tones of my voice. Cool. Then we have, what is this, like a tone knob? Interesting. I don't know if we need any more tone. Is there any pleasing tone? We can do a high Q and sweep. Maybe we can Hello, 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 hello. You don't know how hard this is to do while you're actually listening to it. I should be recording it and then making adjustments afterward. That would be probably a good idea. We'll just put this back to 0. I'm not even going to use this. Turn it off. I know that around like 1800 or so, my voice has some harsh nasal frequencies. You could hear that like this. See? You hear it? You hear it? So what I'm going to do is I could also do a parametric and cut out, 4 to 6 dB. And then I'm going to do a shelf at around 10K, 9K, 10K sounds good. Cool. That's how I'd like to EQ my voice, folks, so that it sounds awesome. Now, I think that in order to choose the appropriate types of compression and de-essing, I'll have to maybe play a little bit. And I also may want to adjust the mic position because my guitar gets loud. So we'll come up here and maybe even give me a little more boost in the vocal range by tilting it back. And this is really not the recommended way. Like I'm saying, I'm being lazy today. So let's add some comp just for the sake of fun. We'll do a -20 or so. Lower the ratio to around 3. Pretty quick attack, reasonable release. And we can parallelize it here. That's kind of cool. So, and we can switch the types, FET, VCA, Opto. And you see our gain reduction here. I think, let's try the VCA and I'll sing something. Being lazy today, it's the only way. All right, I took off loop. Now I can't monitor. I'll turn on my screen recorder mic. Cool. Being lazy today, it's the only way. I actually don't hate that. It's not bad at all. I like where everything's at, except for maybe the levels. So if you go to where are statistics? Where are statistics? There's audio. Yeah, here it is. Audio, you choose an event and you go to statistics. This is pretty awesome. So it peaks out at 15.86. So what I could do is come in here. Output more. Being lazy today, it's the only way. I like that quite a bit, folks. So now we can take, I should have done a S. So let's just restart and re-record something else. So let's kill my mic here. Monitor here. Oh, wow, it's way louder on my headphones also. Sometimes you're silently seeking a savior. Sometimes. That should be enough S's. Let's go back to my screen recording mic. Sometimes you're silently seeking a savior. Sometimes. All right, so I definitely did not nail that first note. But let's, this is the cool thing about these de-essers. You can find the frequencies and then you can monitor them. So do you hear those S's there? So we can lower that threshold and we'll remove some of that. Silently seeking a savior. We We should lower it even more.
You're silently seeking.
And if we can hear those. And you can use this sort of as multiband compression. You know, it'll give you this. You can choose what else you'd want to compress. So you can cut whatever you want out of the signal. So we'll listen to that with the two de-essers set. Oops. I did not turn off the monitoring.
Sometimes you're silently seeking a savior. Sometimes.
Okay, and let's stop listening to that because it's terrible to listen to. So now that I have my Omni channel set, I could also add to this channel like a reverb or something. So let's just use a Steinberg reverb. Hello? Hello, 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 hello?
Sometimes you're silently seeking a savior.
Okay. Let's try a song. I can do this.
I hope by the end of the night I'll be dressed in only my socks, and I'll be a few condoms shy of a full box. I hope in the morning light, when I look in my bedside drawer, there won't be as many condoms there as there were before. I won't say I got nothing to lose, but I won't go down without a fight. And I hope I get to use a condom tonight. Condom tonight. Condom tonight. Well, I hope I get to use a condom tonight. Condom tonight. Condom tonight. Well, I hope I get to use a condom tonight.
That was Condom Tonight. So with that, I have a channel preset set. I can just come in here and save it as a track preset. We'll call it Solo Acoustic Chain. Does that sound good? Boom, done. So now if I'm getting ready to stream or something, I can just add a track, add an audio track. We'll make it mono. Here's audio 1. I'll just load a track preset, and we can search for chain. Solo acoustic chain. Boom, all that processing goes on, and I'm ready to roll. Cool. So this has just been a tutorial. I hope you enjoyed my song. If you did, that's a Condom Tonight. I'll link to it down in the description downstairs. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, just messing around some real lazy content with the Scheps Omni channel, setting up a solo acoustic chain. If you did, feel free to like or subscribe, and hey everyone, take care of yourselves. Peace.